Hey y'all, this battle me is by Omari back at you with another video. So let me start off by saying it was very obvious, like I said in the last video, that Glorio wished for them to become adults. That just went without saying. I pretty much knew that was going to happen. It only made sense that they all became human again. But to the subject at hand, this episode straight up proved my point about Daima not being connected to Dragon Ball Super. It has no connection to the Dragon Ball Super that we watched. No connection. And one of the reasons is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This man, well, let me just put it this way. A lot of people's arguments was that Vegeta wouldn't go Super Saiyan 3 because he's not comfortable in the form, a dream stamina, he wouldn't have done well, blah, 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 blah. Did y'all see him go up against this dude as a Super Saiyan 3? He was fairly comfortable whooping his ass as a Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta did his thing as a Super Saiyan 3. The only reason that he couldn't beat him is because of the eye and the fact that he cannot really take damage or lose stamina. That's the only reason Vegeta couldn't win. So yes, Vegeta would have absolutely used Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus had he been in the situation that he was in Dragon Ball Super. He would have used Super Saiyan 3. So no more excuses on that. Vegeta disconnected it the moment I saw Super Saiyan 3, and I knew right there and then it had nothing to do with Daima. I knew from the beginning that Daima and Super weren't connected, but this just proves my point to the world and all the people that are in denial that Dragon Ball Daima and Super are not connected. And Nakatsuru made sure to make that point very clear, because Nakatsuru himself probably doesn't even like Dragon Ball Super. Now for the second reason, Goku. Now, as he goes up against Goma, he goes through the rounds of Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, which is by far the most beautiful display of Super Saiyan 3 that I have ever seen. I mean, it looks menacing. I mean, it's my favorite form, but I mean, this was the most beautiful display of Super Saiyan 3 shown. I mean, Nakatsuru took it back to the Dragon Ball Z roots with this transformation this time around. But to the main point is we see Goku transform into that Super Saiyan 4, or whatever you want to call it, form without a tail. We now see that he can do it on a whim. And let me mention that I love the way that they had him, kind of climb up the rock after he transformed. It really gave it that primal ape-like feel, like he's like King Kong. Just the way they had him crawl up. I mean, that was badass. That was badass. That they did very good with that. He wasn't automatically just standing there on a peak like normally. They actually show him climb up the rock like King Kong climbing up a building or something. That was a very good direction. But we see that he can do this on his own with no problem. It's still not explained, whether the old Namek, whether he opened up some kind of potential inside Goku when he did that. I don't know. But we see that he can do it on a whim. And this is never mentioned in Dragon Ball Super. He doesn't use it, he doesn't mention it, and he doesn't do it against Beerus. We all know he would have done that against Beerus because that would have been his strongest form. Boom. Any more proof needed that Dragon Ball Daima is not connected to Super? Anymore? I mean, I know people in this fandom are still going to deny it. Oh, Goku didn't use it because he didn't think it would work, so he would just use Super Saiyan 3. I already see y'all saying some crap like that, but this automatically disconnects it from Dragon Ball Super. Purposely. Daima is its own thing. And we all know Toriyama was heavily involved in Dragon Ball Daima. So what does that mean for your canon theory? What is that saying about your canon theory, sir? Ma'am? All of y'all. What does that mean? Oh, I know what it means. It also means Toriyama can do non-canon, quote-unquote non-canon things as well that have nothing to do with the manga. Dragon Ball is a multiverse. Things happen in different timelines. Super is its own timeline. Daima is its own timeline. The manga is its own timeline. That's just how it is. GT, its own timeline. So this puts that whole thing to rest. Daima kills canon. There is no one canon in Dragon Ball, period. It is a multiverse like Marvel, DC, multiverses. Everything happens. So stop dissing on GT because it's not canon. Okay? Thank you. Also, I was kind of waiting for him to say this is Super Saiyan 4, but he didn't say it. So I'm want to see if this is what they call it. I don't know if that's what they're going to call this or not, but I need to know if that's what they're going to call it. They left us at a cliffhanger. They did that purposely. They didn't want us to hear him say this is Super Saiyan 4 so we could keep wondering exactly what it is. It could be called something else. Super Saiyan Beast. Oh no, my bad. Gohan already has that with that ugly ass form. This could be called anything else. Primal, Super Saiyan Primal, or we have to wait and see what he calls it. But they left us with that cliffhanger, so we'll see. So yeah, kill that whole non-canon thing because Toriyama's not involved. When Toriyama's involved, Toriyama was involved in Daima heavily, and it's not connected to Super. So yeah, let's see what happens on the next episode. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.